Hey, what's up, guys? OP here for my second video. Um, been thinking about what to talk about for this video, and a couple of stream viewers suggested that I make a video about how to be more successful with the auction house. I think nowadays it's pretty common knowledge that if you try to play the game in the traditional sense, as in like killing mobs, picking up the gold, selling what you find, you're not going to accumulate a lot of wealth in this game. I can show you guys real quick my profile. Uh, I've been playing pretty much since day one. I've killed 58,000 elites, over a million lifetime kills, and I've only actually picked up 184 million gold. So I mean, nowadays with 184 million gold, I can't even buy a fraction of a single piece of the gear that I use. So in this video, I'm going to go over a couple of tips on how to be more successful with the auction house. It's going to be two-part, I guess. How to buy stuff and how to sell stuff, and then ultimately how to flip stuff. So let's get right into it, guys. Let's not waste too much time. I know my last video was quite long, so I'm gonna go into it. We're gonna go over how to buy stuff first. So I guess the first tip that I would give you, if you guys, especially if you're short on gold, is to pay attention to bid-only auctions. Sometimes the best deals, the best snipes, are gonna be bid only. So I know a lot of you guys would search like this. Oh, and this is another tip. I'm always surprised that people, at the number of people that don't know this cool little function. If you right-click a rare item on your sell tab, and you can actually search for similar items. So I'm gonna do that. Uh, just look for a difecta. Yeah. So I mean, there's a lot of stuff here, and a lot of people would just go to like the buyout tab and try to look for the cheapest buyout, and this is a pretty good way too. I mean, you can get obviously you can put in all the stats that you need on the left side in the criteria, and then just double click the buyout to see what the cheapest one is with those given stats. But you also have to remind yourself that the the buyout auctions aren't the only auctions in the auction house. You actually have to pay attention to the ones that have no buyout. So sometimes there'll be really cool ones here that people often overlook because they want the item right away. They're not patient enough to wait the 1 day or maybe 2 days for the item. So definitely keep an eye out for bids, guys. I mean, for example, I just bought this Nat's Embrace, 140 dex, 201 vitality, 12% life, and max spike trap damage for opening bid of 200 mil. No one outbid me. I thought I was ready to pay up to 500 mil for this thing, and no one else bid for it. There was no buyout. It was just bid only, and I ended up getting it. So, I mean, that's how some of the best snipes are done. Um, Other than that, I guess if you're buying stuff with the sole purpose of flipping, there's another a tip that I would suggest. Let's say, for example, you're looking for an Echoing Fury. Normally, say if you're looking for a Strength Echoing Fury um, with a socket, what you want to do is actually you want to categorize your auctions via time left, because the best deals will always get sniped by people like myself or other people who are camping the auction house pretty early. You'll rarely see a really good snipe um, with more than or sorry, with less than 1 day, uh, 10 hours. So what you want to do is you want to click on your time left and look for the items that just got posted. So I mean, there's a couple here that would interest me. I mean, there's a 1271 here with a socket, um, no crit damage, and no lifesteal. So I would skip that. And just this is what I would do, guys. And just look over maybe the first 2 or 3 pages. Look at the DPS. So I would look for stuff that's over 1200 DPS with an open socket, at least 0.24 or 0.25 plus attacks per second, and obviously either lifesteal or crit damage. It's pretty easy. This one would have been really sick if it had crit damage or lifesteal. 1250, no. 1270, no. 1203. That's kind of how I do it. And then once in a while, if you do get lucky, you'll find one maybe on the first page at like 1 day, 12 hours that has like a sick base damage, 0.25 attacks per second, and like 60 crit damage open socket. And it'll be like 2 bid max bid, and you just max bid that right away, and you can make a pretty awesome flip selling that on the RMH. But yeah, that's pretty much how I would buy stuff. If you guys have any questions about like how I search for stuff, I guess you can ask me specifically, but for me it's pretty simple. It's very item dependent. I mean, if I was looking for a Manticore, obviously um, I would search for Dex, and then double socket, has socket 2, and then you would search via DPS, and then all the top ones are here. So yeah, this 1344, it's the same dupe Manticore that I'm using. It's actually, this is a very sick snipe. You will rarely see this dupe on the gold auction house. That's why you got to camp, guys. I mean, it was 2 bill max bid. You can check if there's a bid on the item by just clicking, by highlighting the item and clicking bid, and the next bid is 2100. So yeah, so there's a bid on it. It's been max bidded. You can't bid on it. Um, yeah, something like this would be an amazing snipe, because if you switch to the US and you look for the 1344 dupe, the cheapest one that you can buy it for is $164. So I mean, it's questionable whether it will sell immediately at $164. I mean, this one's been in the auction for over a day, but eventually it will sell. It will sell, guys. So that's how you accrue a lot of money. 2 bill, if you convert it through third party, is about, I think it's about $39 right now, per bill. So it would equate to just under $80, right? So I mean, if you can sell it for anything more than like 130 or $140, you're making like 60 bucks right off the bat just selling that. So I mean, and then you can reinvest the USDs into gold and just do it all over again. So that's some tips for buying. For selling, I guess what I do is say I want to sell. Let's see. Yeah, say I want to sell this Nats Embrace that I just bought. So I would right click it, search for similar items. Obviously for legendary or set items, it's not going to set the criteria out for you. I don't know why, but just how it is. I would search for the important stats. So if it has like arcane resistance or like life after kill, you obviously don't want to include those in your searches because they're not valuable stats. So I would search for dexterity, vitality, and spike trap damage. So what I would do, I would put the most important stat on the first column so that when you search for it, it'll categorize it by that stat. And then I would put in vitality, 200, and at least 10 spike trap bonus damage. And then you see here, you can categorize it by dexterity. Let's go to the gold auction now, so it's maybe we get, yeah, a few more. So you categorize it by dexterity, so it means that every single one of these Nats Embraces have at least 200 vitality and 10% bonus damage, and then you can list it by which one has the most dex. So you can see here 155 dex, 210 vitality, 12% life, is going for 1.4 bill. So obviously mine's not as good as that. Actually, I mean, it's arguable because I have max spike trap damage, just a bit less dexterity. It's going for 1.4 bill. This one has 19 hours left, so you can kind of tell yourself, you can kind of get the gist that okay, maybe 1.4 bill isn't a realistic price to buy right now if there's this much time on it left and no one has bought it. So if I were to sell an identical item, I would probably list it for maybe 1.2 bill and try my luck there. So what you would do, you would just scan all your competitors basically. Um, so I would say like this would be a competitor. It's bid only though. Um, but my main two competition are these two items. So this one's at 1.4 bill. This one's at 800 mil with 567 bid, and is no bid on it. There's no bid on it yet. It's been in the auction house for 12 hours. So maybe even this at 800 mil is overpriced. But again, it's 10% life, lower decks, and not perfect spike trap damage. So if I were to sell mine, I'd probably list it right around 1.1 bill. I think that would be a fair starting point to do it. And then if it doesn't sell, relist it. But what I would recommend is to not relist it and not like don't wait until the auction is over to relist it. For example, I have a few items here that have been in the auction house for over a day. Um, when there's an item on the auction house and there's like 22 hours, 43 minutes, it's not very appealing. It's a lot easier to sell something when it says 1 day, 11 hours, or 1 day, 10 hours. People, even without thinking, even without looking at the stats very carefully, they will naturally tend to buy items that haven't been on the auction house for a long time because they think it's a six snipe. So what I would do is that if your sells, if your auctions that you're trying to sell get to a certain time left stage, say like I usually relist stuff when it gets to like 1 day 2 hours or 1 day 3 hours. Um, that's what I would do because yeah, obviously it's a lot more appealing for people to think that they're getting a really sick snipe. So I'd go ahead and relist this Deadman's. I had it for 45.99. Hasn't been selling, so I mean I'll try again for 44.99. Maybe that will I'd try to reduce it by like a few percent every time if it doesn't sell. Go to your PayPal. And I do recommend that you guys put everything through into your PayPal um, because if you want to flip stuff regularly, you want to be buying third-party gold. You don't want to be gem flipping, and you certainly don't want to be buying gold RMH, so that really the money in your battle net balance isn't really usable that well. Um, right now, like I said, gold is at $39 per billion. Right now, I think the best you can get by gem flipping is like 65 or 60 per billion, 60 USD. So yeah, third party is the way to go to do that. I recommend that you go to a third party site that has a really good reputation. Um, I know I've had issues with third party gold sites. Um, Two things I will say about third party gold sites: never give your information out. For example, if they ask for ID, I know that this happens sometimes. Like you'll order gold and they'll be like, "Well, we need to see some government issued ID." Um, don't ever give away that information. Don't ever give away personal identification, especially if it's government issued. What they can actually do with that information is that they can claim that your account was hacked to Blizzard, and then they can show Blizzard your identification so that they can actually take over your account and you have no chance to get it back because they have your identification. So that rule number one, don't ever give away personal information to third-party gold sites. Rule number two, don't ever make site accounts on gold selling sites. So for example, if you go to a gold selling site and they say members will get like a 10% discount or whatever, and a lot of people will create or will register with that site with the same password that they use for the Diablo. So what they'll do is they'll actually try to log in to your account because since if you want to buy gold, you have to give them your battle tag. So they'll take your battle tag, uh, they'll get your email from it, and then they'll try to log in with the same password that you've created the site account with. So I know a lot of people have gotten their accounts hacked this way. Definitely don't do that. I've kind of gone off on a tangent about third-party gold selling sites, but yeah, where were we? Yeah, so relist as often as you can so that it always looks really nice, 1 day, 12 hours. And yeah, you can make some pretty sick snipes. I mean, you have to recognize that there is a disparity between the gold auction house and the real money auction house. It's not as big as it was before, but it's still there. For example, let's try to look at Natalia's boots. Oops, not Natalia's reflection, Natalia, something easy with 240 dex and 60 vitality. So the cheapest one that you can get it for with 240 with at least 240 dex and 60 vitality is 250 mil. So 250 mil, if you calculate that into USD for the price that you can get gold for nowadays, um, it would be 39 divided by 4. So it'd be just under $10. It'd be like $8, right? You can actually sell this for $21. The cheapest one is $21. So for the price of $8, you can sell it for 21. I mean, maybe it's not guaranteed that you'll sell it, but even if you listed it at 15, it would be a pretty easy sell. You would make a easy profit of $7. And that's how it's done, guys. There's no magic behind it. Uh, I mean, I know a lot of people give me a lot of flack, like, oh, you bought all your gear, you swipe credit cards. That's not the case. You can be successful at this game while actually making a profit. I mean, that's how the top level players, they're not necessarily spending their disposable income on this game. While there is a level of initial investment that's required for the gear, you need to actually buy the gear first to flip it, right? So, I mean, that is not, it's like, for me, that's like a sunk cost. I don't even consider that buying or spending real money in the game. Because as long as there's more money going into your PayPal than is going out, I call that a win. So, um, doing that, I had another good tip that I'm forgetting about. Uh, oh, right. When you buy stuff, if you do ever decide to buy stuff on the real money auction house, try to just bid for it. For example, um, say say for these Natalia's boots, you want them. The buyout is 69, the bid is 34.69. People are actually more reluctant to bid on an item using the gold or using the real money auction house than they are with the gold auction house, because they're actually swiping. The money is actually going to be going out of their credit card when they bid for the item. So yeah, so to keep that in consideration. If there is a bid that's lower than the buyout, I would just try going for the bid. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Um, That's how I would search for stuff. That's how I would buy stuff, sell stuff, and ultimately accrue money in this game. Um, it's pretty simple if you do it that way. If you can find a good gold supplier that will give you a good price for per billion, you can actually start sniping a lot of the good items on the gold auction house, and then converting it to real money, USDs. So give me a thumbs up if you thought this video was informative and you got something out of it. Please subscribe for more videos. I'll be doing them probably every week. Uh, yeah, I'll talk to you guys later.